Hey everyone, welcome back. We are going to be getting into the difference between foundational styles and components versus things like more product specific components. So you may come into a scenario where you have a bunch of different elements that you need to create components for, and you also have different styles that kind of feel those components. Let's take a look at an example here. So if we just have like a brief overview of our design system, we see we have typography styles, which we all know by now, and we have color styles. We have even things like imagery styles. We also have components like icons. Now, all these styles and these components, they will be used and used by all of our components below. Things like buttons, where we have properties, our component properties that have icons in here. Here, I'll show you an example. So if I take this component out and I'm just option dragged it, or you can use Alt, you can turn on these little icons, and you can see that these icons are the instances of the component within this library over here. So you can swap this instance easily by going in here and accessing another version that's available to us. So I'm just going to delete that. But those styles, and same with things like color, they are used throughout this entire system, whether it's something as simple as an icon as a component, or imagery that we have used to fuel some of our cards, like what we see here. We have the image of different books or different items like sunglasses or shoes or whatever you see fit. It's going to really depend on your scenario. But those are our foundational styles, and they are the definition of the actual foundation of everything of the design system. You can see that right through all the different components. So what I'm trying to explain here is that when you see that you have cards and you have different items that you need to design with, those are going to really help you understand, okay, I need to make things like a card or a button. Those are going to be your bigger components. And then, larger design systems will have even components at the foundational level that are, you see here in the product level, where you may have inputs that are used across multiple design systems and multiple products. So they're more foundational instead of more product specific. Since we're just working on, just a mobile app right now, we have these more product specific components that we see here. And if we were to have a website alongside this, some of these components may fit into just purely specific to mobile versus something that's more specific to a website. So remember, when you're starting to build your own design system or component library, go through the process of figuring out what all your components are and start making a list of them. We'll get into how to do that in a second.